Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo. Oh. My rungs are not awoken yet. Oh, painting me, painting you. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Zip. Oh, fuck. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo. Oh, gotta get that chief rowing. Come on, Myro. Put some rub into it. You dead-eyed monkey, you. Painting goo. Painting goo goo. That's it, monkey. Remind these mortars what beauty is. Oh. Oh. Painting goo. 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 Painting goo. Wake the fuck up. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. It's painting fucking goo. Let's paint red goo. Ha! Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo. Goo 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 goo. That's it, Myro. Bring it home. Painting goo. It's fucking goo. It's painting goo. So beautiful. If you have any honor, you will tip the monkey by clicking the link in the description. Ah, so beautiful. Good boy, Myro. Good boy. Excellent intro. Welcome to another glorious episode of Painting with I, Defenderu, demigod of painting. Ha ha! I'm a bit off today. Fuck all sleep. Dehydrated. Or at least that's what I think it is. I didn't have any nightmares. I don't know what happened, but my sleep was, for lack of a better term, unsatisfying. I didn't get up till like fucking 12. And then the female had a rough morning with her family, so I got a phone call. So before I even got out of bed, I was dealing with emotions. Oh. Thank God today is a metal day. I need some filthy metal to cleanse my palate, my energetic palate. So, while I rode this parrot and prepare to bless you with yet another painting goo, enjoy the tunage. Ah, I almost forgot. Where's my thingy? There it is. I must descend to proper painting goo posture. Glorious. I am now in the perfect position to engage in painting goo. Right. Right, Arnold. Shall we? I think we shall.
So, Timmy, are you ready to record the album?
So, Timmy.
Yeah, I think so. I just need to make sure your levels are good. Give me a check 1, 2.
Yeah, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm pretty sure it's check 1, 2, not
No,
yeah.
it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey. Okay. Fine. You sound a little tight in the chest, though. Maybe you could loosen up with like a la 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 la.
Make him sound like a total... Well, he is a total retard.
It's supposed to be la la, but I think we're good enough. We can go.
No. I'm getting pretty good at this. If you thought that one was fantastic, check this one out.
Okay, we're good. Let's start the song. No, come on.
I want to do it again.
Dude, this is never gonna end. Just count it off and start the song already. Come on, let's go. Come on, seriously. Stop.
Let's fucking go! We have a Conanator to paint. Happy fucking Thor's Day! Excellent. My chi is now throwing freely. Begone, advertisement.
If you have children younger than John Connor, you should probably skip this next track. Unless, you know, you want me to be the one to teach them all about the human anatomy.
Ah! Scousabelu! Welcome. We're doing an Arnold tribute.
Let me get this straight. I can do my own combinations.
The guitar work in these albums is fucking awesome. Right.
This is fantastic. I'm learning to speak like a real human.
Oh, they put the fucking Judgment Day thing in it. Do 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 do. Chill out, dickwad.
What happened, guys? Come on. Let's go. Sing it with me. Chill out, dickwad.
Excellent. My chi is flowing so good right now. Ah, an advertisement with no sound. Glorious. Ooh. Oh, it's beautiful. When I've played all of the Brutal albums, I will just play loads of As I Lay Dying because they're savage. Prepare to be conquered. I can already tell, like, that probably the most annoying and stressful thing of this painting is going to be this fucking arm and this gun. Trying to get the right angle on it is going to be a cunt.
This is a love song to my beautiful Sonia. Love to you.
My beautiful Sonia.
Close to your glorious red mullet right now. Listen to these serenading guitars and admit what is in your heart.
Oh, excellent. I love it. Oh, that's excellent. Boom, boom. Paint.
You're looking a little bit like a noodle. I thought that we do this next one to give you a little more gym-spiration.
One more rep. It's simple. If it jiggles, it's fat. Ah, Grifu! Welcome! First strike? Impossible! Smash that like button, like it has offended your ancestors! Those who treat the right button with respect shall be shamed and banished from painting.
You know, it doesn't matter if you choose left or right, because they're both chewy, crunchy, and delicious.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Shut up on your face! I have no interest in your snacks and chocolate, feeble advertisement. And you, peddler of cheap toys to children, you should be ashamed of yourself. That boy's one mean motherfucker! Hey, Killian! See you at the party, Victor! Without your arms! The right button has been disemboweled. 5-point palm exploding death technique. The right button. Jaime taught you the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. Of course he did. I remember like an old friend of mine pointed out the fucking that bit in Kill Bill 2 where like Paime's like giving out. He's like, "Shuffer! Dang me, shuffer!" Like, and the expression, the actor is just brilliant in that moment. Like when he's like fucking putting his hand through the board and all, he's like, "The wood should fear your hand." Like, your hand should not fear the wood. I want to watch that movie again. Fucking guitar work in this is awesome. The OG moderator of the goo, yeah. Seriously, just like whatever. Like, I know loads of people don't like metal vocals, but like this, to me, this is like amazing music. This shows a high level of creativity and skill, right? Like, they have their own band with loads of albums, and they're really good, you know. But then they make 4 albums based on all of the Arnie movies, and it's amazing. Like, it's so good. Like, more people need to do that shit. I'd say that's where Body got the idea to do all the Al Pacino movies.
Inspiration. Now, if I was your trainer, this is the advice I would give you. The best activities for your health are popping and humping.
Oh, have you got all the Tarantino movies there? I'd say so, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably watch it this weekend. I'm gonna power through Attack on Titan. Oh, glorious! Pumping and humping? Is that what he said? The best activities for your health are pumping and humping? I like it. Excellent. Pumping and humping. It's true! I've heard having lots of sex is really good for you. Now, don't get me wrong. You ain't gonna get a workout in like 2 pumps, but like, you know. What are you serving?
Coke.
Bic 4 colours pen. I use blue to write more.
How funny is that? I seen that ad a while ago. I seen that ad a while ago for the Bic 4 Colours pen, and I'm like, who the fuck paid for... Like, has Bic noticed a downtick amount of people buying their 4-colour pen? Like, I just thought that was so funny. And I seen an ad specific, not for Bic, you know. Oh, we're Bic. We do everything from, like, permanent markers to pens to fucking all... Like, they do loads of shit. And for them to do an ad that specifically advertises and promotes the Bic 4-colour pen, I was just like, are you fucking serious? Who the fuck spent money on that? Oh, man. I love me some Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle's fucking brilliant. I didn't finish Shaolin Soccer. I didn't jive with it as much. I find it's like very low IQ, to be honest. The Asians can have a weird sense of humor sometimes. But like, yeah, Shaolin Soccer, meh at best. Kung Fu Hustle's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Kung Fu Hustle is fucking brilliant. It's funny, it's action-packed. It's like a good story. Like, you know, this guy's like, you know, a fucking degenerate, destitute guy with a good heart, and ends up becoming a fucking hero and saving the local village and all. Like, you know, it's just a real good movie. Kung Fu Hustle's a really good one. The fucking Buddha palm technique and all, like, it's fucking... I love the style of Kung Fu Hustle is brilliant, because it's like over the top, but it's still like kind of grounded. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like the fight scenes and all, like the bit where the fucking is it the landlord and the landlord's wife are like, they kind of become main characters near the end, because it turns out they are the lion and the something else, I can't remember. She does Lion's Roar and he does something else. He's like all floppy and fluid or something, like, I can't remember. But like the mix of CGI and then like practical effects and stuff and all is just, like, the fucking fight scene where the guys come in with the fucking Chinese guitar and one of them is like bling bling bling, and it's like fucking firing magic invisible scimitars through the air, cutting people's heads off and shit. And like, it's just like, that's another thing. Like, I was just talking about how creative and awesome the fucking Austrian Death Machine albums are. Like, Kung Fu Hustle is a great example of like, if you just let people do something awesome for the sake of doing something awesome. Like, you know, it's one of that's the vibe you get from watching that. That's the vibe I get from watching that movie anyway. It's just pure, unadulterated fun is Kung Fu Hustle. Like, Buddhist palm strike the right button. Watched Death Proof the other day. Death Proof. Is that old movie? Isn't there 4 of them or something? Isn't there Death Proof 1, 2, 3, and 4? Is that real old one? Gotta build that endurance somehow, even if that kitty has sorcery. Kurt Russell is a killer stuntman. Homage to Vanishing Point with a white 72 Dodge. Kurt Russell is a killer stuntman. That's hilarious. Death Proof is a boss film. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is it? Have I seen that? Kurt Russell. Death Proof. Oh, I think I seen the start. Doesn't he drive over 2 young ones at the start of the movie? Is that Death Proof? Or is that Vanishing Point? I'm not sure. I've seen something that sounds vaguely like that. Someone driving a really nice car. He uses the car to kill them, isn't it? Oh yeah, the thing I was talking about is Death Wish. Yeah. That's kind of like it's like a B version of all the Clint Eastwood movies. There's like Death Wish is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it's like your man. Even the cover, like the cover is always like him with a gun, and then the cover to the second one is him with 2 guns. It's like, it's one of those things where you're like, what the fuck? It just escalates. Oh my god, fucking Planet Terror. Planet Terror is an excellent movie. Planet Terror is an excellent movie. It's like that's similar to Kung Fu Hustle with me for the energy. Like I get a similar energy off of Planet Terror because it's like, okay, so we have these guys who like, you know, they're bad guys. They're like contract killers or whatever. They're criminals. They're like thieves or some shit. Like, and they go to a bar, and then it turns out the bar is infested with vampires, and it's in Mexico. Like, I fucking like. Oh man, that scene where like Salma Hayek pours the fucking rum down her leg and he's like sucking it off her toes and all. I was just like, why? Why did you have to? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm all up for like over the top violence. I'm all up for over the top like cinematography, action, like over the top lots of shit. But over the top sex fetish shit just thrown into the middle of a movie. Like, no, don't get me wrong. I know that like that's not necessarily over the top when it comes to fetish shit. I've seen some wild stuff, but like. I've felt like that like from a young age because like do you guys may not have got this, maybe like Demon Hunter because he's like a similar age to me, but I remember how awkward it would get when the whole family was watching a movie and something sexy would come on. There was like a sex scene or, you know, even something remotely like raunchy. And you're sitting there with your ma, your dad, your young sister, and they're like two friends from work or something like, or it could be like your aunt or like your grandparents are over for a visit. You're just family, adults and children or teenager watching a movie that like the zeitgeist and the general public has kind of like deemed okay to watch because it's in the cinema and like everyone's bringing to see their kids to see it and all this fucking shit like mad shit like. And then you're sitting down watching a movie and then something comes up, or might not even be a movie, it could be a TV series. A lot of TV series went that way as well, like but like two characters start getting hot and heavy, or like, you know, there's like a full-on sex scene, and like the amount of times it's like, okay, look away, or like, you know, oh, that came out of nowhere, or like fucking, it was just so like jarring, like, do you know what I mean? And then I'd say loads of people are used to it now, but like I never got used to that shit. Like the whole like, it didn't make sense to me. Like everybody made such a big deal out about like, you know, keeping sex private while I was a kid, and then all of a sudden it was fucking everywhere, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, do you know, it was weird. Like, any film suggestions, just throw them in the chat. Oh man, I'd be here all day. All the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, not even playing, all of them. They're like all of them. Like even the shite ones. I love Kickboxer, Bloodsport, Double Impact, Hard Target, AWOL, The Quest. The Quest is actually a really good one. Like not to mean that like the rest of his movies are shit. They're not shit. Like, but The Quest is one that not a lot of people have heard of or seen. From my experience anyway, anytime I mention it, they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, it's based in like Mongolia or some shit, like, and he takes on a Mongol dude, like, really cool movie. The way it starts and all, like Jean-Claude Van Damme is sitting at a bar, he's all old and he's like telling the story, like, it's fucking really cool. Like, I remember watching it loads of times when I was a kid. Do you guys remember China O'Brien? Do you remember that fucking bitch who was like in all the fucking female action movies, and then she had like a series called China O'Brien in like, what was it, the 70s and 80s or something, like even maybe early 90s. I used to love the China O'Brien movies. How funny is that? Like, I used to love that it was like a semi-attractive blonde bitch being like, yeah, and like beating up bad guys and stuff. And then there was always like, you see, they did it. They got away with it back then because there was always a male side character that was like like a beefcake or like really dangerous. And he would like occasionally come in and fuck people up. So they like offset. It wasn't just always her kicking the head off men. There was also a dude. You know, like, they didn't, like, girl boss it too much back then. But it was, like, they also framed it in the sense of Kung Fu. And fuck all Westerners knew anything collectively about Kung Fu at the time. So, like, when you seen China O'Brien do all this mad shit, and then a fucking 200-pound dude, like, you know, lets her do it and falls over, there was this, like, you know, suspension of disbelief for most people are like, oh, wow, she's very good at martial arts. You know, like... But in reality, like, they just pick her up and smash her off the ground. Like, you know? Like, it's so funny to me, like, the whole, like, you know, women can do anything a men can do. Incorrect. Like, you know, that's why I love that Eddie Griffin bit. Fucking write your name in the snow without pissing all over your legs. You can do what I can do. I fucking love that one. Oh, that's hilarious. Double feature from Rodrigo. Oh yeah, fucking Planet Terror. Yeah. Charles Bronson directed by Michael Winner. Death Wish 1 vigilante movie. Yeah. Are the Death Wish movies any good? I've never seen any of them. Oh, that is From Dusk Till Dawn. Sorry, yeah. What's Planet Terror again? Oh yeah, Rose McGowan ends up with a fucking machine gun for a leg. What's the storyline? What's the storyline of Planet Terror again? I can't remember any of Planet Terror. All I remember is Rose McGowan's kind of hot in it, and she has a machine gun for a leg. I literally can't remember anything else about Planet Terror. Like, literally all that's... The only image in my mind is Rose McGowan with a Gatling gun on her leg. Or for a leg. Man, Rose McGowan would have got it back in the day. She was hot at one stage. Who was that bitch from Charmed? She has, like, a similar name. I think she was, like, an Irish bitch. She didn't age well. There's so many beautiful women on the telly that aged really badly, died young. Like... It's tragic, man. They really do just like, oh yeah, you're gorgeous and you can't act worth shit. Like, that won't matter, you know. It's so funny to me, like. Death Wish is the only Charles Bronson movie I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Charles Bronson movie. Are the Death Wish ones any good? First two are decent. Oh, did they just get shit after that? Like, gotta check out Vince Vaughn's new show, Bad Monkey. He has a new show. Oh, I still need to watch that movie actually with Vince Vaughn where he's bald and he's like supposedly dangerous. Vince Vaughn trying to do anything like remotely physically intimidating just doesn't look right to me. I think he looks pure awkward trying to be violent, but maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen the whole movie. Yeah, huge awkward vibe when the spicy scenes come up. I'd be sent to the other room until it was over. Yeah, you'd be told to look away until it was over. They'd mute it or change the channel or like whatever like that, and then they'd go back, and then sometimes it was still going on, and they'd be like, "Oh Jesus!" Like, and like it's funny because that shows you that your parents were kind of like, they were like, "Oh, that's not suitable for my child to watch." But how fucked up is that? That like the people who make these shows would have known that, you know? And it's like they put out a product where it's like, you know, oh yeah, everyone's going to be sitting down watching, you know, the hero take on the bad guy and then tits. And it's just like, what the fuck? We've grown up in such a mind-bending time period. Like, he's been in some belters. Fuck Charles Bronson. How funny is that? That like, it is Charlie Bronson. Isn't Charles Bronson the exact same name of the English prisoner dude that fucking Tom Hardy did the movie of? That was brilliant. That was fucking like, that was so good, man. Like Tom Hardy is one of like a really good actor. Tom Hardy's a really fucking good actor. Like when you watch all the movies Tom Hardy has been in, man, he was in a Star Trek movie as a villain when he was young. And, like, a lot of people don't even like that movie. Like, it's like meh. It's like Star Trek Nemesis, whatever. Like, it's supposed to be young John Luke, but raised as a Romulan or something. Like, and, he was really good in that. He was, like, you could tell he, like, it was like they just, he just came out of, like, theater acting. Do you know what I mean? Because you could tell he still had that, like, Jean-Luc Picard. Like, he was very, like, you know, not overacting, but like you can tell when someone comes from like actual acting versus like, I've just done casting stuff while I'm working as a waitress and like I just got the bit because I'm gorgeous. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and some blokes fucking end up like that. Like, do you know what I mean? I think there's loads of dudes who are like that guy who does the Reacher series seems like such a fucking, like, he looks like he has the IQ of a cement brick. Like, the scenes you see him in, where it's like literally always the same scene. It's like some dickhead says something. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna stand up and say something in quotes, epic, and then or cool, and then I'm gonna kick the head off of all of them. It is the most trashy, pseudo-masculine shit I've ever, like, and I've only ever seen bits. I've only ever seen trailers and like clips on like shorts on YouTube. Oh, you did Reacher's so cool. Reacher's such a badass. And there's like some of those AI ones where it's like the villain didn't know the hero was like this or whatever. And I'm like, what's this shite? And I click on it and I watch it. I'm like, who watches this crap? Who the fuck watches Reacher? Is like, oh yeah, what a Chad, he's such a legend. Like, he's a fucking, like, absolute bellend. Like, he's the type of dude you just want to fucking slap around. Like, he bugs the tits off me. So gay. Like, like, that's what I see when I look at that Reacher guy. I see a guy who takes it in the ass in a fucking in a bathhouse, and then pretends to be a man. Like, do you know what I mean? So fucking gay. Like, I remember the only thing my mom would let us see was the naked chicks in the Bond openings. She loved Bond films and just let it go. Yeah, but wasn't it just silhouettes back then, or were they actually like in the nip, just like floating across the screen, like, you know, to die for, just tits going like, like, oh yeah, that's okay, you know, like, fuck. Great kung fu horror comedy called Mr. Vampire. Never heard of it, but the idea of a kung fu horror comedy sounds fucking awesome. Do you know what I saw years ago, randomly? I think it was on Netflix. That turned out to be really fucking funny. Was What We Do in the Dark, or something. I think it's called something like that, like What We Do in the Dark. It's about 3 vampires. One of them's like 1,000 years old, one of them's like 500 years old, and one of them is like 100 years old, and then, or is it 4? It might be 4. They all live in a house together. They're vampires in modern day New Zealand, I think. And one of them has just become a vampire or something. Like, really fucking funny. I watched that and like I was dying laughing. Like, the way they do some of the fucking special effects and all is like they're obviously just on strings and stuff. Like, it's so good. Like one of the running themes or jokes in it is that the 1,000-year-old vampire that lives with him is like called Peter or something, like, and he literally looks like, you know, he looks like a Nosferatu or whatever, like, you know, like, like, and it's like, hold on, I gotta go feed Peter, and he goes down. What We Do in the Shadows, yeah, What We Do in the Shadows is fucking so funny. He's like, I have to go feed Peter, and goes downstairs with a chicken, and like has to coax this guy out of his tomb. It's so fucking funny. I was crying laughing watching it. Like, that movie is hilarious. The werewolf bit is gas. Oh, yeah, that rings a bell, but I can't really remember it. Like, I can't really remember it. I can't remember what the bit is or what's said. Like, the bit I remember is the bit where they're having dinner together and then they have an argument and they start flying all over the place. That had me cracking up laughing. And then the bit where he's like, I have to go feed Peter. And then, like, this fucking, like, this white elf and blue demon fucking old school Bram Stoker vampire thing is just like sitting at a tomb, and he like dangles a chicken in front of it or something, and it's like, like, it's so it's just nonchalantly like, oh yeah, I'll be back in a minute, I have to go feed Peter. Like, it's like 2,000 or 1,000-year-old dude. Like, Oh god, I'm like sweating and crying now, like just remembering that. Like I think I only ever watched it twice, like once on my own and then once with a mate, because I was like, bro, you have to check this out. It's so funny. Brilliant film. Just looking now, Van Damme has done like 300 films. Got to cut that down to maybe his best 10. Got Bloodsport and Double Impact. Say the others again. Universal Soldier is a good one, yeah. Cyborg. Man, there's gonna be at least 10. I'll put them into. Hold on, I'll do it right now. Fuck it, I'll do it while we're on. I'll load up Telegram there and I'll put it in the painting goo. Telegram. Where are we? Painting goo. So, hard target. Hard target. Oh fuck! I meant to just like go down, not enter it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Wasn't the quest? Yeah, we'll just do his best ones. Obviously, you don't want the shit ones. Like Kickboxer, you said you already have. Double Impact, you already have. Universal Soldier's a great one. What was I saying again? Fucking then obviously, well, the Kickboxer and Bloodsport. So you have to remember that, because some people conflate the two. I've done that before. Great movies. I'm blanking now. I hate when that happens. Hard Target, the AWOL. AWOL's a good one. He fights like some huge Iranian fella in that or some shit, because he's in the Foreign Legion in AWOL. Oh, there's another movie where he's in the Foreign Legion. And it's like, it's a war movie. It's not a martial arts movie. And I remember it being okay. That's all I can really remember right now. Hard Target's a great one though. You know the guy who plays Bishop, the android Bishop in the Alien movie? I can't remember, it was the second one or so. I think it's the second one, isn't it? What's that actor's name? He's a very famous actor. I really like that actor. He tends to play like bad guys and stuff or whatever. But you know who I'm on about if you know who I'm on about. Fucking the guy who played Bishop the android in Alien is in Hard Target, and he's like a black market manhunter. He's like giving tens of thousands of dollars to homeless veterans to enter in what he tells them is like a game. It's like you're gonna sign this contract and you're gonna enter a game, and if you win the game you keep the money, something like 100 grand or something like that. Like if you win the game you keep the money, if you lose you don't get the money. But what he doesn't tell you is that like him and 10 of his fucking hyper rich lads are gonna hunt you down like an animal. Like, it's actually a really cool movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and Jean-Claude plays this guy who's like, oh, Cyborg. Did I put Cyborg in? No. I've only ever seen Cyborg once, and I don't remember much of it, but people go on about it like it's a cult classic, so I would like to see it again. But yeah, he's got a ton of good movies, man. Jean-Claude is like a decent actor. Do you know what I mean? Like, he could be a decent actor. And some of the movies in are fucking, like, you know, whatever about Jean-Claude being in them, they're fucking good movies. Like Bloodsport's an amazing movie. The music, the 80s vibe, you know, with the fucking he's in Hong Kong, but like they're playing like, you know, that 80s American vibe music and stuff, and like it's just, you know those 80s movies that at the end of the movie when the credits start rolling and it just starts playing some of the gayest music you've ever heard in your life, like, you know, I will climb again. Like, you know, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, imagine being in the cinema and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, and then they start playing the gay shit with the credits and you're like, oh, let's get the fuck out of here. like my dick's starting to shrink. This is weird. Like, Cyborg is so bad it's entertaining. Is it like, because I don't remember fuck all about it. I just remember that it's post-apocalyptic and you know, there's like a group of bad guys who are like going around fucking people up or something. Like, I don't remember fuck all about it. Is it a really bad one? That's hilarious. Like, is it like Starship Troopers that it's so bad it's good? Because, like, come on, we all love Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers is fucking, like, you don't even need to, like, be high or drunk to enjoy Starship Troopers. You can sit there sober as a judge, and Starship Troopers will make you laugh. Do you know, like, I don't give a fuck who you are, like. Hardy was in Band of Brothers too. Was he? Huh, I don't remember that. I remember fuck all the Band of Brothers. That was good. I wonder how much of the stuff in Band of Brothers and the Pacific and all those things are actual, like, historic fact and not just, like, you know, propaganda made you know, to give the impression that American soldiers are, like, selfless and awesome and all this stuff, like, you know, because, like, that is a lot of what that is. It's like, like, that's why Team America World Police is so funny. America, fuck yeah, here to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, it's like, that's why I was asking. It's like, are the Rambo movies just propaganda, or is, like, because it feels like there's a lot of truth in them, where, like, Burma is, like, this insane war-torn place with, like, horrible human trafficking and, like, all sorts of crazy shit going on. And then back in the first ones, like, you know, with the Afghanistan and Vietnam or whatever, it's like, a lot of the stuff that's said and a lot of the things that are portrayed in the Rambo movies seem like they would be real, you know? And then the propaganda over the top action part is Rambo himself, you know? But even that is, like, you know, I've heard those Green Berets are some of the most highly trained dudes on the planet. Or in the realm. How funny is that when I say planet now, I'm like, ugh. Like, did I just say planet? Just looking now. Oh no, I already read that one. Yeah, the prisoner changed his name because he loved the actor. Yeah. I know that. Yeah, he called himself Charles Bronson. Yeah, that's a mad movie. The movie about Charles Bronson. It's a fucking mad movie. Like, that dude's life sounds utterly insane. Like, I feel, you know that scene where he's banging your one, and then it, like, the scene afterwards, like the scene right after that, is he tries to, like, give her a ring or something. Like, he like asks her to marry him, and she's like, I have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend? Like, and he's like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. His name's Brian. He's got a motorcycle. I remember the first time I watched that movie, I was like, oh my god, this guy just can't catch a break. There's just, like, endless heartbreak, like, all the time. And he doesn't come across like a bad person. Like, yeah, he's violent and stuff, but, like, I love the Bronson movie. Like, when you watch the Bronson movie, you're just like, even Tom Hardy said it in an interview. He was like, when I spoke to this guy on the phone, and then when I went to see him in the prison, I was like, this guy is another level. Like, and he sounds like just an absolute legend. Like, I mean, you don't get the reputation of the most dangerous prisoner in the United Kingdom for nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? That scene where he's like, he kidnaps one of the fucking dudes. It's like a HR rep or something, like, in the cell. So they're all, like, gearing up with the shields and batons and helmets and all. There's like 8 or 10 of them gonna burst into the cell and fuck him up. And he turns around to your man and he hands him butter. And he strips down naked. And he's like, oil me up! Grease me up! Grease me ass up! Grease me... Like... So when they come in to, like, take him on, he's all slippery and shit. And they can't get a hold of him. It's some of the best shit I've ever seen. Like, come on, you fucker. There's like 10 of them, armored to the hilt with fucking pants and shield, and he's just bollock naked, smeared in butter. Like, I'll fucking have you. Like, what a hero. Like, that's the kind of guy I'd follow in the battle. Like, you know, they're coming to get us. Get me the butter. Like, Nigel. Yes, sir. Get me the butter. How much? All of it. Give me all the butter. Like, I fucking love that scene so much. It's so funny. I'll see you later, Scouts. I will let you know all the films I can find. Got about 6 right now. Yeah, you know yourself. There's no rush. Like, aren't you in work right now? Oh no, you're still on vacation. Yeah. Man, the fucking. I'm sure there's loads of Van Damme movies that are fucking unwatchable tripe. Like, do you know? No, I haven't watched Hacksaw Ridge yet. No. I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's very entertaining. I've sworn to God that I will not harm another human man. Or some shite, you know. He's a country boy, isn't he? He's a country lad. I fucking... This shows what happens when you get me talking about movies. It's like, what? Painting stream? No, this is a fucking film buff stream. Like, it's everything. It's both. Right. Commence metal. My cheeks are hurting me from all the smiling I've done. I feel like a Barbie doll. There we go.
To solve the riddle of steel and to destroy those who have killed my people. Listen to me now.
Oh, this one's about Conan. Awesome. Now I want to watch Conan again. Great film that tells a war story without glorifying war. So, like, one of the few movies that does that.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the girly men. I know the secret of steel. Trust only in your sword.
Fire and ice. That's how you make a real sword. Must temper it. Fire and ice. Same as a man. A man must be tempered. Forge a real man.
You know that necklace you left at mine?
Yeah.
The one that used to be your
Shut up,
brother's?
slut! Nobody knows. Nobody wants to know about your sexual escapades. Even if you are promoting one of the more preferable chocolate snacks, I do love Maltesers. I'm a bit partial myself. They are delicious. I cannot lie. I love Maltesers.
In your next movie, what do you think?
Well, if you're going to do that, let me give you some pointers. You can flex your muscles whenever you shake anyone's hand. That's what worked for me. And of course, eat a block of cheese before going to set. This binds you up, and it makes you constipated. And then you get this pissed off look on your face all of the time. Look at me in true lies. Come on, baby. You know what you want.
Hello, Dick Fordu. Welcome. Just an eagle's fucking.
Declan! Declan!
Shut up, my own face!
Take it yet? Declan!
Stop sharing your shit on Paintingu! Resting constipation face is a real thing. Was it like, is your anniversary or something? Is it, Dick Fordu? Or are you only 25 years of age? Fucking drums. Right, let's move on to the trees, shall we? Oh, well, happy anniversary, nigga. 25 years, that's a good run. How many kids you got? Probably like, fuck, I got 7 kids or something, have you? Oh. Let's make some green. Oh, recipe. I think cold coffee makes me way more gassy than normal coffee. Normal coffee? You mean hot coffee? I had 2 sirloin steaks for dinner last night with some potatoes. I swear to God, there's definitely something to that whole red meat thing. I should be eating like 3-4 steaks a day or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can feel it. We're not supposed to be eating all this like crap. It's supposed to be like just like meat and greens, like, you know, berries and shit, like. And thankfully it's not that expensive here. I mean, I got the 2 of them for $5, so it's not that bad, like, you know. Wicked pisser! Yeah, I'm at a 25th anniversary, yeah, I'd be getting locked out of my face. 25th anniversary, I'd be fucking getting smashed.
Hey, Sully. Remember when I promised to kill you last? I lied.
I lied.
I lied.
Meat, milk, mead. The 3 M's of European greatness. Yeah, man, I'd love to be able to make my own mead. That's just honey, isn't it? Honey and sugar and shit, like. I love that bit in the 13th Warrior. It's like, I cannot imbibe anything of the vine or fruit and all. And your man starts laughing. He's just like, haha, it's honey! It's made from honey! You know, like, fucking drink it and shut up. Goddamn foreigner. These Muslims, man, they don't know when to quit, like. Like, I cannot drink it. It will destroy my soul.
Fantastic that Tim finally got in touch about having to
Like,
heal me.
that's what I think is hilarious about the whole religion scheme and all that stuff. It's like, you know, okay, are we going to be this moral, or are we going to be this moral? Are we going to, like, this kind of degeneracy, or are we going to call this degenerate? No, it's like, that's why I prefer the kind of, like, harmonious, like, trying to just be honest with it from all angles, like, all-encompassing. Which is funny, because that's where the fucking Catholics came from. It's like, it's universal. It's like, but that's like a perverted version of a unity. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there is supposed to be a unity of, like, all man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't make any sense then. You know? Like, that's why I like that line out of Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves, where fucking Morgan Freeman's character, he's sitting beside the fire, and a little girl comes up to him and she's like, "Did God paint you?" And he starts laughing, and he's like, "Salam, little one, God painted me." And she's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Allah loves wondrous variety." Like, you know, like, and it's like, it's a brilliant answer. It's like, why are you different? And it's like, cause God willed it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, because we are different. There's loads of different ones. Like, do you know what I mean? And like, the idea that we should all be the same or come from the same point of view completely undercuts our capability to communicate with the other. Do you know what I mean? Like, if only we were all the same, you know, like, that'd be shit. Like, do you know what I mean? It'd be boring. It'd be like the Borg. Do you know what I mean? Like, resistance is futile. We will assimilate your culture and your knowledge into our own. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, we will all become a grey cubic mass. And then look at all the cities around the world. Even somewhere like Dubai, where it's all like shiny and pretty and there's tons of glass and all this fucking stuff. Like, it all just looks like a fucking circuit board. Like, it's fucking hilarious to me. Your ancestors didn't eat avocados. Why would you? That's hilarious. I think avocados are disgusting. The ones I've eaten anyway. Maybe they're not fresh, or like we have a shit strain of them or something. Like, I'm always wary of stuff like that because I love pineapple, and we can get pineapples here, and they're okay. And then you can get like tinned pineapples that like legitimately taste like fucking some kind of fake rubber plastic with pineapple juice thrown in or some shit. It's weird. But once years ago when I was in, was it Lanzarote or Malta? Tenerife. That's where I was. Tenerife in Spain. And we were on the beach. I was with my step grandfather, and this dude walked over with a cart with a load of fresh fruit, and he was just like, pineapple. And I looked at me step grandfather and was like, can we get some? And he was like, yeah, fire away, like I'll get some too or whatever. And your man just like cut the thing open in front of me with a big, you know, do you ever notice that the blades they use look filthy but they're like scalpel sharp? Like, I never clean, I only sharpen. He just hacked the thing open in front of me, like, and then handed me like, you know, a kitchen towel with like a big chunk in it, like. And I was just like, ooh, this is cool, like. And I just like buried my face in the thing and bit down, and like, oh my god, it was amazing. Like, it was fucking unreal. Like, it was like the most pineapple-y tasting pineapple you've ever tasted in your life, like, you know. And that's how you know shit's real, you know. Like, I can't wait to like, I think I'm gonna start again with tomatoes or something maybe, like. But I can't wait to like taste something that I know is fucking probably more than likely real because I've grown it myself. But then you have to kind of ask the question, it's like, is it a real seed? Do you know what I mean? I mean, at this stage, I mean, how much shit have they fucked with? I mean, if they've been fucking around with shit since Babylon, God only... Is anything real anymore? Do you know what I mean? Are we even real anymore? Is this whole assimilation? Like, I don't know, like, do you know, like... The more I hear about all this stuff, like, from the fucking biblical stories and texts and all, I was like, hold on, so genetic modification was a thing 2,000 years ago? And, like, it's obvious that biblical scholars know this and shit, like, but, like, lo and behold, like, you know, the year 2005 or some shit, they're like, your genetic technology is really starting to improve. Like, look at fucking, was it CRISPR? You know, do you want a blue-eyed baby or a brown-eyed baby? Your choice. Like, I, like, and then the whole stuff with, you know, how come domestic cats have the slit in their eye, whereas big cat, like, you know, like, feral wild cats don't have that, and big cats don't have it and shit. Like, it's only the small ones that we've bred. That's a bit fucking weird, isn't it? Like, you know, it's like, I found it so interesting when your man Sean off of Kingdom of Context is like, he's reading this stuff out, and like, it literally tells you that like post flood. So God floods the realm to get rid of all of this fucking Nephilim carrying all corruption shit. All the chimeras and fucking, you know, the corrupted flesh. God floods the realm. Noah survives with his kin. Gets to wherever. I can't remember the place he lands in. But then tells his kin to go and go forth and multiply and like keep the commandments of God's. Or the one true God or whatever. And then 2 generations later, like, they're doing the same Babylon shit all over again. And instead of higher beings like fallen angels or whatever, or watchers or whatever, I can't remember which ones it was specifically, breeding with fucking human females and creating offspring that are Nephilim and giants and all this corrupted shit. They taught them alchemical and herbal processes that allowed them to do it without actually like procreating with each other. I found that that's why I was like, hold on, so like, and it's like, you know, it's totally believable, because when you look into fucking the way your man Sean explains it, it's like they're doing the same shit with the same hormones and the same chemicals now. You know, these like specific enzymes or materials or whatever inside certain plants that like dictate how big something is going to be physically, you know, like. And like allegedly the fucking demons were like, oh yeah, we'll show you how to make giants. You don't need to have sex with demons anymore, you know. Or Nephilim or whatever the half gods, like, do you know what I mean, demigods, like. And it happened all over again. And then instead of flooding the place, he like sends out a load of messengers and is like, okay, let them know that if they don't fucking stop acting the bollocks, I'm gonna fucking rain down hellfire, like. I wouldn't be surprised if we have domestic cats as we see them today because of something the Egyptians did. Their hieroglyphics and imagery is full of cats for some reason. Yeah, and they were doing some funky shit. Like, don't get me wrong, all of them were. Like, what is it? The Akkadians, the Canaanites, the fucking, the Egyptians, the Greeks. Like, they all had the same shit under a different name and a different appearance. Like when somebody like me hears this to be true, I'm like, that's fucking wild. Because when I was growing up, Hermes is like the messenger of Zeus. Well, Zeus is Jupiter, is fucking Jesus, is fucking, you know, all these like same god, different iterations. Was he fucking, it's not Vishnu or like, or whatever the Hindu version is. And then Hermes is Apollo, is Anubis, you know, and then fucking Zeus is Ra, you know, and they discuss this. There's like journals and tablets and fucking scrolls and shit that are like, oh yeah, we call him blah blah blah, but the fucking Egyptians call him blah blah blah, but it's the same one. They're both holding the fucking same staff or an iteration of the same staff. They both do the same shit. Like, there's the chthonic gods that rule the underworld, and then there's the fucking other gods that rule above and shit. And that's another thing that I keep coming across. That I'm like, that's real interesting. Some of the fucking cultures literally believed that, like, the underworld was where you went, but it wasn't a bad thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's where you go when you die. You go to Hades. You go to hell. You go to the underworld, like, you know. But it's like, that's where everybody goes, you know. And it's like, it's fascinating to me. It's all like fucking utterly fascinating to me how, like, all this different shit, and it all fundamentally seems, you know, fits in the same box or same category and all. But if I was to go up to someone who was like a devout, you know, not zealot, you know, but like really believed in like Catholicism or something, like, you know, and they're just like, oh no, yeah, like all that stuff's like, you know, heresy. It's like, but it's your stuff. It's your stuff too. So like, your stuff is heresy by your own fucking framework. It's mind blowing to me how fucking thick people are. If you like, cause I don't even do research. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even fucking, it's not like I seek this shit out. I just listen to people talk, and I'm like, okay, so hold on. Like, so all these people admit this shit, that all of this shit is the same, and the same gods have the same things, and the fucking, like, and it's all just there written. You like, and God only knows what's in the fucking Vatican. Like, there's probably a shit ton of stuff in the Vatican that openly admits that more than half the shit we've been told is fantasy is actually reality, and the reason why it's like this now is because this happened, and like, and it would make sense. It was like, so hold on, the people in control for the last fucking 2,000 years have constantly been trying to fucking go against God's will, and that's why everything is fucked up. Well, then maybe you people shouldn't be in charge, huh? Like, it's like, could you imagine how pissed you'd be if you had to flood an entire portion of your own creation because somebody fucked it up so badly, only for them to start doing the same shit 200 years later? Like, not like you fucking, like, Noah does a great job and gets them out of there and fucking saves a load of shit and all and gets to another place, and it's like, okay, all that bad stuff's gone. It's either dead or drowned or at the bottom of the ocean. Like, don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, and then less than 200 years later, this nigga's grandkid marries some fucking, like, the daughter of, like, was it Nimrod or some shit, like, you know, the Babylon, like a descendant of Babylon. Like, it's like, oh my god, it's the best example of, like, you people never fucking learn from your mistakes. Like, and I as a gamer, I don't understand that. I'm like, how are you gonna finish the game if you keep just, like, smacking your head against the same fucking thing? Like, wake up! Like, like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? Stop doing the same fucking thing that gets droves of us killed in the end. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, It's so stupid. Twinkle Baru, welcome. Oh my god, send me some of your homemade mead. Now, do it. Anubis that's in the Mummy movies. Yeah, like the fucking Anubis, the jackal-headed demon that's supposed to be one of the gods that judges your heart against the feather and stuff when you die and all that shit. He's the ruler of the underworld and all that shit. Like, apparently Hermes and Apollo, like, was it Hermes, Apollo, Anubis, and get this, for any of the Warhammer fans, you know Nurgle, the fucking god of like plague and rot and disease and death and all this fucking shit, and weirdly growth as well or something like. So Nurgle became Hermes, Apollo, and Anubis throughout the different cultures. It was a god of war. It was a god of the underworld. He held, you know, staffs and rods that gave him various abilities. Like, it's all the same shit. And it's literally like, it's not like someone like your man Sean from Kingdom of Context. It's not like he's looking at it and going like, oh, this appear, like, it's not like his opinion. He's literally just going, okay, well, these people and these people are literally describing the same fucking thing. And if you want, like, if you want an even bigger, you know, hello, isn't this obvious bit of evidence? You look at their own carvings and their own fucking pottery and all the shit that archaeologists have found, you know, in spots that the Bible tells them to go look and you will find it. And then you have all these depictions of niggas with the same shit, doing the same stuff, saying the same things. Like, it's like, oh my god. It's fucking hilarious to me, like, I wouldn't be surprised if if like, you know, the one true God or whatever, the All-Father, is like really getting sick of us at this stage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, could you fucking imagine, like, time and time again, no matter who you send, whether it's Noah or Jesus or Muhammad or Moses or whatever, no matter how many of them you save, no matter fucking, you know, what way you fucking save them, it's always the fucking same. It's only a matter of time before they do the same stupid shit again and again and again, like. Madness. It'd drive you fucking mental. If I was God, I'd be so pissed at us. Indeed, slice that right button. Riket has offended your ancestors.
On these records, I had no idea how much fun they really are. And now you've introduced me to this new concept of brutal. I only wish they had this knowledge back, you know, when there was the Conanator.
The Conanator.
Can you imagine the combination of brutality and politics? Oh, it'd be so funny. Anyways, I'm doing movies again, and it is promised I'm back.
Join Ireland's new energy supplier.
Oh
Energy.
god, why do all Irish ads sound so fucking gay? Like, there's no testosterone left on this fucking island! I need to exercise. I've got a lot of pent-up aggression in me right now.
Okay, you know what this is. Solo! It's time for the March Olympics, you killing men. Come on, march!
Get your story straight. This idiot here has been trying to kill me ever since you went to recall. This idiot here has been trying to kill me ever since you went to recall.
Oh, glorious!
Get your cheap key for Black Myth Wukong or any other item from its special promo.
That looks.
site.
Wukong looks like it's gonna be
I
deadly.
was going to do a remix album called Brutal Recall, but you know, didn't realize how much criticism your band, as LA Crying, got for allowing other artists remixes to be on one of the albums. So I have a new vision for Brutal Recall. I'm only going to show it to people in person. That way, if they wanted to complain, I will smash their face. My name is Arnold and I'm here to say go! I'm not a pervert! I just wanted the terrible man now!
Make some browner! It's a nice earthy brown. I don't care if it's Monkey King propaganda. It looks like a savage game. There's so many games that I won't get to play for ages though. But it's probably a good thing. When I finally do get around to streaming video games, I'll have a shit ton of stuff to go through. So, I don't really mind. We'll get there eventually. Lots of stuff to do first. No!
Time to get hot with Hellspin. Start your journey with a hefty...
Those ads are so pathetic.
€100 and 150
Look how cool our gambling site is! Epic fun! Click the buttons and watch the sparkly things spin while you waste your money. What a fucking, like... Who the fuck clicks on that shit? We have to get you a proper gaming PC. Oh yeah, definitely. When I have the funds set aside, you will be the first to know, and we'll start making a list of parts and fucking, you know, the makeup of it and shit. Like, I want it. I'm a sucker for quietness, so I'll want like I know it's kind of bougie, but like I'll want a liquid cooled system, because I'll be like, you know, it's not a necessity, but it's definitely a desire. Because I hate it when I can hear my PlayStation while I'm trying to play something. Like, thankfully it's not that much of a problem these days. I was very proud of myself though when I managed to fix my old PlayStation for like €12 or something. Like, I just ordered the thermal paste off the fucking thing and then watched the video and like took the PlayStation apart, put the new thing on, the new like, you know, took the heat sink off or whatever it was, like, and then put new thermal paste on it, put it back on, put it all back together, and it ran like a dream for weeks.
What the hell's the matter with you? You totally forgot the guitar solo. You idiots! Play it! Play it now!
It's simple if it jiggles, it's fat. I was making a coffee earlier on thinking about doing the stream because I knew we were doing the Austrian Death Machine thing. I could not stop singing Get to the Chopper. Get to the chopper! It's like so catchy. Oh, that's the end of it, is it? Oh, no way. That one's not that long. Right, we're already on fucking Quad Brutal. Well, I've only 15 minutes left, so I'll tell you what. I'm actually going to play... Oh, I wanted to play the second I heard it earlier on. Fucking... I think this is like one of the most epic things ever made. This is like seriously one of the coolest fucking things ever. I'll turn this up. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Like, is this not like one of the most beautiful things you've ever heard? Like, it's so epic. And it's like beautifully epic. And it's from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, like. It's from an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Well, I suppose it's not an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It's from a James Cameron movie, and James Cameron's pretty intense. So it's not actually that surprising in that sense. But it's just like, what the fuck? Oh, I just got the tingle there! This could totally be the Painting Goo song. Painting Goo. Paint, paint, paint. Paint, paint, paint. Painting Goo. Painting, go, go, go. Painting, go, go, go. Painting, go, go, go. Let's go, go, go. Paint, paint, paint. Painting, go. It'd be fucking epic. Paint, paint, paint. The future is not set. No fate but what we make. I don't know, yeah, I'm a bit of both, like, do you know what I mean? Because I really like that blonde Viking fella out of the 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas, where they're all sleeping in the hut and they're like preparing themselves because they know the Grendel are going to attack at night, and like, and Banderas' character is kind of freaking out. He's like, we're just going to sit here and wait for them to come, and they're like, yeah, you know, like, and the blonde fella's like totally Gene. He's like getting some sleep and all. He's like, how can you be so calm? And he's like, fear profits a man nothing. The gods have already written your fate in the tapestry. Get some sleep. Like, that's the winning attitude, in my opinion. The winning attitude is like, fear profits you nothing. What will happen will happen. Do you know what I mean? But also at the same time, like, it's both. It's like, nothing will happen if you, like, well, it's not that nothing will happen if you do nothing, but, like, different shit will happen if you do nothing, you know? So, like, the gods have probably made a plan based on you doing something, you know, like, and then they're fucking, they're, what's the term? What's the term for, like, a backup plan? There's, like, a technical term for a, backup plan. Was it a fucking, like, a, not a redundancy. What's it? There's a term or a word for an alternate. I can't remember. This song always sounded like a choir singing in a blacksmith shop. Yeah, I know, because they actually have an actual an anvil fucking sound effect going on, and it's brilliant. Like, boom, boom, ding, boom, boom, ding. It's fucking. That's so epic. Like, Demon Hunter Bear. Yes. Like, I had a full blown liquid cooled PC. Not all it's cracked up to be. Better fan tech nowadays. What contingency? Thank you, contingency plan. Thank you. Yeah, like, I think like the contingency plan of the gods is always based on you not doing something, whereas their plan is based on you doing something, and that's why it's your fate. It's like, we've written you a fate, but you have free will, so you can choose not to engage in the fate we have written for you. But if you choose that, we can't control what will happen to you. That kind of thing. I think that's where the whole kind of, like, fate and God and, like, God has a plan, it, like, generally comes from. Is like, God has written you a story, and it's an amazing story. And if you commune with God and you're in jurisdiction with God and you submit to God, being a higher power than you, and trust in God, then your story will unfold, and, like, it will be full of blessings or whatever. Like, it's not that it's going to be perfect and without challenge, but, like, it will be an amazing story. But if you don't do anything, you know, and you, like, or if you act out of fear, or if you act out of, like, if you take a negative polarity to your life, or a pessimistic, you know, unfaithful polarity to your life, then it's kind of like it's outside God's plan for you that he has written. Now you're entering the realm of chaos, you know. So like I think that makes sense, you know. Let me know if it doesn't. I watch that movie at least twice a year. When was the last time I watched T2? Not that long ago. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Again, there's another Sarah Connor. There's another excellent example of in recent history, a female protagonist in a movie being an absolute badass, but with none of the girl boss shit. Do you know what I mean? And you have all these feminists being like, fucking equality. Sarah O'Connor! Or say O'Connor? No, Sarah Connor. I just made her Irish. How funny would it be to start like a thing like that online? It's like, many people don't know that Sarah's name is actually Sarah O'Connor. And the only reason she's such a badass is because of her Irish heritage. That's like, you fucking gaslight the fuck out of a load of purists. Like, this song, oh no, I already read that one. Like, not choosing isn't a choice, it's the worst choice. Yeah, like, indecisiveness is, I find indecisiveness very frustrating, unattractive, and weak. I think it's extremely weak to be like, I don't know. It's like, it's not about whether you know or not. It's about having the balls to just make a choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm going to have to face the consequences of my choices. And what if I pick the wrong one? Then you pick the wrong one. And then when you pick the wrong one, you face the consequences. And then after you face the consequences, you're like, okay, now I know which one not to pick. Like, that's why I've said that, like, you should want to fuck up. You should want to pick the wrong one. The only way you're going to find out how awesome the light is if you go into the dark. And you're like, oh, yeah, I get it now. Like, trust me, I get it now. I totally get why the light is a good thing and all, blah, blah. Like, go into the dark. Go to hell. See what it's like. See if it's nice and warm and cozy and the demons have, like, you know, a fucking nice disposition. You'll fucking learn real quick. Like the child who puts his hand in the flame. You'll learn real fucking quick what the right decision is. If you choose not to decide, you will still have made a choice. Free will by Rush. Yeah, you choose to you choose to be, what would be the term? You choose to it's like a form of defiance. Do you know what I mean? Which some people would argue, like, you'd probably have these, like, you know, atheistic anarchists who would be like, who would make the argument of, well, choosing not to choose out of your things that you have selected for me is a choice, and I'm going to use my free will to choose to not to play your game. But you've no option but to play the, like, being alive means you're playing the game. You're in the game of life. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the game. So when you're talking about the game, everyone is in the game. You can't not be in the game. You want to not be in the game, off yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, I choose not to play. Well, then jump off a bridge, nigga. Go hang yourself, nigga. Like, do you know what I mean? And like, and that in itself is a choice. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those, like, intellectual hurdles where it's like, well, I don't want to choose. It's like, it's like talking to a child, you know? Well, I don't want to choose. It's like, you don't have a choice. Like, you have a choice in a certain context, but, like, ultimately you don't have a choice. Because, like, what Dick Ford pointed out, it's like, if you don't choose, or no, it was a Demon Hunter. I think Demon Hunter quoted it there. It's like, if you go, oh, well, I'm not choosing, someone or something else will choose for you. So the ultimate version of retaining your free will is actually making a choice. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't want to choose. Well, somebody else would choose for you. You know, then you're really fucked. Like, I don't know, like, I find a lot of that philosophical shit like hilarious, like where it's kind of just like, well, shut up then. You know, like you tend to get to a point where it's like, yeah, what are you gonna do now? Like, it's like face reality for what it is. Like, taking my boys to the extreme air park in a bit. Extreme air park. It's like you get to a place and you're just like, oh my god, this is intense. Like, you've never inhaled like this before. Like, place is great for kids, unending energy supply. That's hilarious. The extreme air park. It's like a higher oxygen content here. Oh, this is awesome. Like, sounds like a great grand time, Stabberoo. Yeah, like, oh fuck. Oh, what time is it? I've only got 4 minutes left. I was gonna do some grass. I'll leave it though. I'll leave it there. I need to make dinner. I'm fucking hungry. Oh god. Yeah, we made a bit of progress today. I want to, like, as per usual, I think it's a good idea most of the time, if not all the time, to try and establish the background before you start going into the character. Because then you have all of that shit done. You can just focus on the main piece, like, you know. You do the surround. You do the matrix that the thing is within, and then you do the thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Right, my beloved Japanites, I must bid thee farewell. I hope you have enjoyed today's painting goo. If you did, like, subscribe, share, make clips, all that jazz. And if you have any honor, click the link in the description and pay for painting goo, or your ancestors will look upon you with great shame. So, from I, Demigod Defenderoo, and the rest of the painting goo posse, until tomorrow, I bid you farewell. In the meantime, be good, be true, and be beautiful. Sayonara. They used to be called jump-a-lines until your mom got on one. What the fuck? You open the door and you get blown back 50 feet. Yeah, it's like a compressed air building. Welcome to extreme air, and you just open the door and say, oh my god. It's a giant warehouse filled with wall-to-wall trampolines. Oh, right, okay, cool, yeah. They used to be called jumpolines until your mum got on one. Trampolines. My god. Demon Hunter, you and COD need to make a fucking comedy duo skit together. It'd be terribly good. Oh fine, leave then. Bye-bye. I know, 2Acre, I know. But I've got shit to do, you know? My sincerest apologies for not being able to... If I actually was a demigod, I could sit here for eternity, but I can't. Because this is all fake. I'm sorry. Right.